It all starts from the day we were first conceived and developed from an embryo to a fetus and a fetus into a baby. During this process, we have all body parts connected together in a ball shape, with connections being elbows to knees, wrists to ankles, fingers to toes, and so on, that begin to unravel. Once the unraveling process is completed and the human body is extended out, the body parts which were once connected unattach physically from each other. However, due to the body being so intricate, it still has memories of where these connections once were. Therefore, neurologically, they will always remain connected. This will allow us to target any issue in the body without directly touching the affected area. For this to happen, we need to activate the brain. When a needle is inserted at a point that is neurologically connected to the site of pain, impulses are sent to a part of the brain called the midbrain. The midbrain acts to release its own natural healing chemicals, which in turn will target the area of pain. When these chemicals arrive at the site of pain, it causes the blood vessels to open up. This is referred to as vasodilation. Vasodilation not only refers to the body's main blood vessels, but the billions of minute capillaries that spread to every millimetre of our body. So, going back for a second, why does pain occur in the first place? Now, whether there is a trauma like a car crash, wear and tear over the years, stress from emotional situations, or you just woke up with random pain. In all of these cases, something happens to the body, causing it to freak out, making it feel as though it is under attack, and so needs to protect itself. The way the body protects itself is by closing down all of the minute blood vessels to the injured area, similar to closing the doors and windows of a house for protection. This is what we call vasoconstriction. The body thinks by closing these blood vessels down, it will protect itself by preventing anything bad entering the site of the injured area. However, this has a negative impact on the body as it also ceases the flow of its natural healing elements from going to replenish the affected part of the body. So think about an area of your body that has no pain whatsoever at this current moment. You have to ask yourself, why don't I have pain here? It is because every single second you have new blood flowing freely and replenishing that particular area. Whereas in the area that you are experiencing pain, blood is trying to flow through. However, it hits the blockage which the body has created, and as a result, no replenishment can occur. So, to correct this issue, we need to open the blood vessels back up again. When we put a needle into a specific area of the body sends a signal or impulse to the midbrain through the nervous system and proprioceptive pathways. The brain releases certain chemicals known as enkephalins, which are the body's natural opiates and about 1,000 times more powerful than a histamine drug such as OxyContin, and sends these chemicals to target the specific areas which were once connected to the needled area, this being your areas of pain. The body's natural opiates, such as enkephalins and endorphins, open up the blood vessels at the injured site, allowing blood with oxygen and nutrients to then flow right through the affected area, replenishing it straight away, just like the blood is replenishing every other pain-free area of your body 24/7. When this occurs, pain in the body begins to diminish within 2 minutes as the body has restarted the ability to naturally heal itself. So, you may ask yourself, how is it that blood flow is so important? Think about this for a second. At birth, the blood flow in the body is the best it will ever be. Have you ever seen a newborn baby? They are a big ball of blood vessels. They are pink and like rubber and have highly oxygenated blood flowing around the body at 100%. In the first few years of their lives, as they are learning how to crawl and walk, they fall down thousands of times. Yet, where are their bruises? They heal almost instantly, like healing machines, due to the constant replenishment occurring in their bodies every single second. Whereas if we, as adults, were to fall down thousands of times in the next 3 years, our bodies would not cope very well, and we probably wouldn't be able to get out of bed. What happens over time is that vascular flow in the body gets worse as we age. This is fact. As a child gets older to about 5-6 years of age, they stop being nurtured so much. They are fed artificial foods and drinks containing lots of sugars. Then along comes the stresses of puberty and school. Then from late teens and beyond, there are relationship breakups, job stresses, alcohol, smoking, eating the wrong foods, all of which stress the body. So, what's actually happening in the body? With all these stresses flaring up inside the body, it will restrict certain blood vessels in particular areas, causing an interruption to the constant flow of blood throughout the body, which can be up to 70% in comparison to its original condition at birth. And, as a result, the body has now lost its ability to heal itself, creating chronic problems such as pain, illness, and disease. The key to living a more vital life is to improve the vascular flow. This is because to be healthy is to have highly oxygenated, highly nutritious blood coursing through the body. This is health, and these people can live an extremely long time. If there was 100% blood circulation around the body 24/7, then there would be no pain, illness, or disease. Unfortunately, outside influences make this unrealistic. With advanced neurological acupuncture, we are able to put the body as close to its homeostatic state as it can be. This here is a major reason as to why people can't get over chronic pain situations. The cause of the problem is not being addressed. When applying physical therapy to an injured body part, which is stiff or sore, we are going against the body's entire genetic tendency, which is to protect that area. To try to do physical therapy as a pain relief method by using the appendage is not a good idea, as you could injure the area even more, causing greater damage. Remember, the affected area does not have a sufficient amount of blood flow to replenish it. The way to fix this is to retrain the body in how to heal itself by opening the blood vessels and increasing the highly oxygenated and nutritious blood into that particular area. Once this occurs, therapy can then take place in order to build strength. Over the next few days, the pain will slowly return. Before it gets too high, another session is performed, and this drops the pain back down. This process is repeated. So what actually happens in the body is that we have opened up all of the blood vessels.
So redo. Just give yourself a second. So redo.
Redo. So what actually happens in the body is that we have opened up all of the blood vessels. Oxygen and nutrients are flowing through freely and replenishing the area. Over time, the body freaks out again because it thinks that it will be under attack, as it still has that initial memory from when the issue first came about. This causes the blood vessels to constrict and the pain returns. As sessions continue, the blood vessels open up and then later on they start to restrict again. This process repeats itself. However, each time it closes, it does so less and less to the previous time, until the body eventually realizes that it is not under attack and doesn't have to protect itself. So the body holds these blood vessels open, allowing constant flow and replenishment of highly oxygenated and nutrient-filled blood to course itself around the body 24/7. Once it gets to this stage, the person is fixed, and they don't need to continue with sessions. Once it's fixed, It's fixed for good. It will not be like other modalities where the patient is seeing the practitioner for years and years as they are still fixing the issue. This isn't fixing anything, but instead just trying to deal with the symptoms. With advanced neurological acupuncture, the underlying cause of the problem is corrected as the body has been retrained in how to fix itself, not needing to rely on other people or medications to do so. And once again, once the problem is fixed, it's fixed.